Alright guys, epic fucking slayers here, and in today's video I'm going to show you my AlphaBridge MP7 build that I'm currently running, and this MP7 has all 4 of the best PvP talents in the game, so I hope you do enjoy this one. If you do enjoy this video, then let's try and hit as many likes as possible. I have about 4,000 subscribers, 4,000 likes. I think we can do it. If you can do that, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you for all your support, and let's get into it. So here we are guys, here is my AlphaBridge MP7 build, and this build's pretty good. It's not as good as the high end, but it does do a lot of damage, especially because you get 4 talents with the AlphaBridge setup that you have. Let's start out with the best, the MP7 here. Now it's running deadly, responsive, unforgiving and competent, an absolute god roll of a MP7 there. I'm getting the competent from my MP5. I don't actually use the MP5 too much in this build. I mainly use the MP7. But this build is very good for it. And I could use the MP5 because it's got responsive, unforgiving, competent, but it doesn't have that 4th talent. So this is a very good MP7, and as you can imagine, you're getting that 10% extra skill once you use competent. Obviously, with unforgiving, once you lose that 1 segment of health, you get 10%, 2 segments, 25%. So, you know, if you're at 2 segments and you're popping competent, you're getting 35% plus responsive 45%, so you're getting an extra 45% damage. It's incredible the amount of damage you can actually get from this setup. Very, very good. So this is kind of a glass cannon build. Now, the reason why I've gone glass cannon is because I'm just trying different builds out, guys, to be honest. And yeah, I die very quickly with this, but I also drop people very quickly. So it has his pros and cons. As you can see here, I'm running a Reckless Vest, which gives me that 8% extra damage. It's got health, enemy armor damage, and ammo capacity. This is not min-maxed. I wouldn't really want enemy armor damage on this gear set, but if you're going for straight out DPS, then probably, because the only other major attributes on there that's probably worth going into at the moment is exotic damage resilience, but for a DPS set, that's not needed. Moving on to the mask, I've got crit hit chance and firearms. Of course, crit hit chance is important for DPS. You don't really need it too much with the SMG, but having that extra crit hit chance does make a difference, certainly. Moving on to the knee pads, this has got enemy armor damage, shock resistance, burn resistance, bleed resistance, and it's rolled into firearms. Of course, this isn't rolled into health, and yes, potentially I would prefer this to be rolled into health because I do die very, very quickly, and that's kind of the real downside to this set is just the speed that you die. But I've got enemy armor damage on there, and this isn't best in slot. I would go with health on this, to be honest. I know this is a DPS focused set, but that 3.5% is going to make barely any difference. But if you add it in addition to the 5% that I got on the chest, you know, that's an extra 8.5%. So it's reasonable. It's not too bad. I'll deal with it. Moving on to the backpack. We've got firearms, health, and ammo capacity. For a major attribute, there's nothing really else I could have popped in there apart from critical hit damage. And again, it's only 8%. I mean, you're not going to get any real difference in DPS with 8%. So I've gone with health just to give me that little bit more sort of survivability, which this set doesn't have whatsoever. On the gloves, I've gone for Skull MC gloves, and I don't actually know why I've gone for those. I don't think I meant to. So let me just quickly swap these out, because I think I wanted to go for yes, these ones. So I've gone with these Savage gloves for that crit chance, SMG damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage. Of course, the best roll that you can possibly get. Potentially, I'd look to roll these, get a new set, roll them into firearms, but then I think my toughness would be so low that I would just get melted with, you know, 1 shot. So I'm perhaps not looking to go that deep into the glass cannon build. And then lastly, to complete the AlphaBridge set, I've got this really nice AlphaBridge holster with a maxed armor roll. As you can see, firearms, health, good stamina roll, and good electronics roll. Very good holster. So this set is very, very good. I'll just go through my mods. I've put all of them into firearms and health. Of course, health is best in slot when it comes to mods. If you really wanted to go pure DPS, you could perhaps put 5 prototype fire mods with crit hit chance on it. And again, you could possibly change this out, the health out on this for critical hit damage. And, you know, maybe keep enemy armor damage here, I don't know. But that's if you really wanted to go into it. And then lastly, for the performance mods, as always, I've gone for the first aid Salve, which is very important on this set because your scale power is so low that this extra, well, you get an extra 24% because I've got 4 on here. That extra 24% that you get from the first aid self-heal does make a massive, massive difference. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of you saying this isn't as strong as a high-end build, and I absolutely agree with you. This isn't as strong as a high-end build, and I could probably just show you now if I just whack on some high-end stuff here with Tenacious Mask, that extra 10% damage. If I take off these knee pads, unfortunately, I don't have any short bow knee pads, but I'll just whack on these for now. And if I change this out for, if I just put on a one of these backpacks here, let's put on the firearms backpack, and then lastly, let's just put on a nice little nimble holster here. So as you can see, already my toughness is higher. So if I just whack in firearms mods on all of these, so I'm just whacking a firearms mod here, and then I won't put on the prototype performance mods. As you can see, my DPS on this is 19.6, which isn't great, but I haven't put on the good old Skull MC gloves, which make the high-end build. So if I whack these on, look at my DPS goes up to 366, and I realise that's not an accurate representation of DPS. However, the base damage on this MP7 goes to 22.5. Now, originally on the AlphaBridge, you're looking at around 20k, and with Competent, you get an extra 10% when you pop a skill. So with that 10%, you're going up to about 22k, which is less than the high-end build, and you have to pop a skill, whereas obviously with the high-end build, you don't need to do that. It's kind of native with the gloves, and it's constant. So the high-end build is much better, much better than the AlphaBridge build, but the AlphaBridge build is nice to have those 4 amazing talents on it. So I hope you did enjoy this video. Unfortunately, I don't have any gameplay. If you do want to see some though, then let me know in the comments below, and I will get some gameplay, and I will upload it to the channel. But I hope you did enjoy this one, guys. If you did, like, subscribe, it'd be absolutely amazing. I've got 4,000 subscribers. I'm very, very happy with that. If I can get 4,000 likes, which I know isn't possible, but if we can hit 4,000 likes, oh my god, I think I would probably quit my job right now and do this full time. No, I wouldn't do that because I don't earn enough, but I would certainly be one of the happiest people this year. So thank you very much for your time. Hope you enjoyed this one, and peace.